Welcome to the Deuce Cast Extra. We are here. We are ready to talk about Obi-Wan Part 1 and 2. I like how each episode doesn't have a name. It's just Part 1, Part 2, because obviously we've only got 6 parts to this thing. So we're here to talk about that. I do want to try our best to break down some of the Celebration news, because there was a ton of Star Wars Celebration news that came out of this past weekend. For those that got to go, I'm very envious of you. For those that didn't get to go, what can you do? I was hoping that next year's was going to be in Orlando, but it's in London.
We were as well.
I definitely can't go to London.
No.
But let's. I do want to say a couple of things that also I am loving this week. I love the new Harry Styles album. I think is absolutely fantastic, and I love Stranger Things.
Mikey's a One Directioner, guys.
I am. I think this season of Stranger Things is by far my favorite so far.
Are we talking Stranger Things?
Well, I'm just saying a couple things that I liked.
Did I miss the memo?
I'm just saying a couple. I said I liked Harry Styles, and I liked the Stranger Things season 4. The first 7 episodes are fantastic. Episode 4 is a highlight of season 4. So season 4, episode 4, highlight of the series for me.
Wait. Okay, now we can't talk about it.
We're not. I'm just saying what
I'm still at episode 2.
I'm just saying what I like. I'm
Mikey
just saying. Oh, and you know what? I found this trailer really quick. Another thing that I absolutely love. So let me see if I can get this thing going.
Are we getting close
here
to the camera? Just like
everybody, get ready for this. Here we go. Let's see if I can do this. Here we go.
What is this?
Yes.
Wait a minute. First off,
Is this the best?
I'll always love watching Matt dance. Give me more Matt.
Morbius 2. I want you to come. Morbius 2. I want all of Morbius 2. I know Matt Smith.
I don't want it.
I thought
he does die at me.
There it is. There it is.
All right, I'll stop.
You know, the thing that the commenters don't even know is you sold that to me before the show. You were like, "Oh, I found this Ahsoka trailer. It looks so much better."
Man. Roth, I'm telling you, this season of Stranger Things is so awesome. Somebody that we're probably going to kick out of the chat is Rhett. He's probably not going to survive the chat. I'm in the mood to probably kick Rhett out. So just those of you that are in the chat, I'm sorry that you might not get your Rhett fix tonight. But we'll see how that goes. So let's try and talk about some of the Celebration news, because good gracious, there was a ton of it.
Are we stalling until Nick gets here to talk about the show?
No, Nick can't make it tonight. I know.
I'm here to talk about Kenobi.
I know.
With the Master.
I know. I wanted him on here too, because he had all kinds of like Rebel stuff that he wanted to talk about, and Ryfin did everything that he possibly could to finish Rebels, and he did. He was able to get it done,
dude.
And then
nice.
And then Nick bailed on us. Nick,
that's all right.
I mean,
we can still have a good time talking about Kenobi.
Yeah. So
but
real quick,
Celebration.
I don't want to take too much time on Celebration, because I think anybody can go on Twitter and find out all the news you want to find about Celebration. But very cool announcements, very cool footage was shown, of which, thanks to Ryfin, I got to see all of. But they
I didn't even send you the Bad Batch thing, and I didn't even go for it because we already got
I think I found the Bad Batch stuff. Okay. I saw all of that. Dude, Roth, don't worry about Ryfin's camera. It's one of those nights. Don't worry about Ryfin's camera. I'll just go in order. Of course, they had a lot of, or they didn't have a lot, but they had some footage of season 3 of Mando. Wait, it is season 3, right? Yeah. Season 3. Season 3 of Mando. There was some pretty cool footage of that. of which I'm very excited because Bo-Katan herself will be back. What are we like? Aquafina is not.
Are we
I
showing off
know.
our water? What's
Oh wait,
going on?
okay.
Guys,
I see how
I'm trying to fix my
I see.
computer.
Here's what I'll just
Are
do
we
this
supposed to
right
have our
here.
bottles right on
This
the
is what I've got. All right.
I'm trying to fix my computer, I swear.
It's all good, bro.
Okay.
So yeah, oh, what's going on here? Do you want me to click this other one?
Yes, and then I'll leave this in a second.
Okay, let me take this out. Well,
That one had such good resolution.
Hello. I know. Well, yeah, but this one's a little bit better. Yeah. Okay.
This is more traditional rifling.
I'm very excited that it seems like we're going to be getting a lot of Mandalore. So we're going to be journeying to Mandalore, which seems like it's going to be pretty cool. I realize Earl probably hasn't seen any of this footage, which is unfortunate. But
wait, we're going to Mandalore?
Oh yeah. Oh yes. We're going to Mandalore. Bo-Katan is back. She's on. It appears she's on the throne of Mandalore, even though she doesn't have the Darksaber, which is kind of interesting. So we'll see what goes down with all that. We had more of the armorer saying that
Armorer type things.
Saying armorer type things, basically that Din Djarin is not a Mandalorian and blah blah blah, that type of stuff. We also had Ahsoka footage, which was really surprising that they had that because that just started filming.
Yes.
So the fact that they had any footage at all to show was pretty awesome.
Correct.
In fact, they showed footage of Sabine, which was really surprising. A live action Sabine.
I think they showed behind the back for Sabine, right?
Yeah.
They brought the actress on stage, but they
brought the actress on stage, but they just showed a behind the back shot of Sabine.
Same with Hera.
And Hera, exactly. You would think that would mean.
Oh, wait a minute! That gets me excited.
You would think that would mean Jansen Syndulla. Is that his name? The kid, Jason. Yeah, the kid. You think he would be probably in the series as well?
Ezra.
Well, according to Jon Favreau, Filoni, Ezra is far, far away in a galaxy far, far away.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
Ezra's going to be in Ahsoka. I mean, let's just say.
Yeah, he will be, but maybe not until season 2. He might not be in season 1.
Mikey, he'll be in season 1.
I don't know.
Maybe it's the episode 8, episode 6, whatever the finale is thing, but he'll be in it.
Yeah,
right?
whatever the finale is. We also had Bad Batch season 2 stuff, and that comes out this fall. They didn't give a date, but it comes out this fall, basically. We had Tales of the Jedi, which is an animated series of non-connecting stories. It's more of just like one-off episodes, very much like Visions was sort of like one-off episodes. This is very much like that, one-off episodes, but it's Clone Wars-esque animation.
Yes. It's the same Bad Batch Clone Wars type animation.
Yeah. So
six episodes. 3 of them center on Ahsoka.
Yeah, of course, because Dave Filoni is all.
It's a Filoni project.
It's a Filoni project. 6 episodes, and they're only like 15 minutes each, from what I understand. They're short. They're shorter episodes, which makes sense because if that also has a fall release, so if they're going to do fall for that and Bad Batch season 2, that's tough to put those things together.
Yeah.
They also announced a series for younglings. That will be on Disney Junior,
the High Republic thing, yeah.
The High Republic animated series.
I think that's coming 2023 or something.
That's 2023. What am I missing? What else did they? I mean,
there's a Lego thing. Summer vacation, August 5th.
This summer though. That's this summer.
Yeah. Andor. Did we talk about Andor?
No, we didn't. Andor. Yeah, they gave a date for that.
August 17th. No. That's She-Hulk. August 31st.
31st, right? Yes. So the Deucecast Extra is going to be very busy these next several months. We're going to have lots of overlapping shows, which is frustrating a little bit to me, but it makes it difficult to do it all in one night because I'd rather not like push to talk about one show for a certain period of time and then have to talk about another show, which we're already going to have to do that with Miss Marvel and Obi-Wan at the same time. So that's going to be hard.
Then we're going to have a Yellowstone show at some point too.
Well, yeah, but that luckily I don't think is going to be until the fall, I think.
I'm talking about the fall.
The fall's going to be insane. Look, we
Yeah.
might take Yellowstone to a different night. We might just move we might just like do Marvel and Star Wars one night.
1930, whatever, 1932.
1932. Yeah, exactly. So we might. Gosh, it's a lot. Oh yeah, I do want to mention Top Gun Maverick as being one of the best sequels I have ever seen. I mean,
It's great.
I don't want to dive into it.
It's excellent.
And talk about it too
We'll
much.
discuss it more in the Deuce Cast.
Yeah, we will. Yeah, Deucecast proper. We will discuss it at some point. But man, it has.
That'll be behind our paywall. We're going to set up a paywall. To hear that content, Rhett, you'll have to join us.
Join the Patreon. That's the only way to hear the. No, we don't have a Patreon. I promise.
No.
I don't want to say too much about this because he didn't give me permission to say anything. But Dave is a bit under the weather, so any thoughts and prayers that you guys might have for Dave would be awesome. He had a little bit of a scare, but it sounds like it's going to be good. Sounds like everything's okay. I'm no doctor, but it sounds like everything's going to be okay.
He's going to be fine.
He's going to be fine. But a little bit of a scare. So just thoughts and prayers for Dave because he's going through some illness right now. He assures me that he will be ready to record this coming Sunday because we have our first summer series where we are letting listeners come on and do our summer episodes. So we are recording that this Sunday
with Mr. Burgess.
Well, that's a leak. That's a spoiler.
Oops.
That's a spoiler.
Was that? I thought that was released last week. I thought we.
Oh, maybe we did talk.
Was that
about
not put in the episode? I have no idea.
No, because no.
Way to go,
I don't
Garrison.
know. I don't know. I can't remember if it was or not.
My
really
bad.
can't remember if it was.
My bad.
Maybe people knew that
I noticed
already.
he watched my thing that I donated $50 and got to recommend to him. So
yes, he finally wanted to watch that in preparation for the episode, so he could talk about that for a little while. Yeah, there we go. Yep, here we go. Wait. You're right. You're right. That's my bad. It's my bad. Scoop.
It's a scoop.
I got you guys the Deucecast scoop.
That's my bad. Deucecast scoop. I can't believe I forgot to put that up there. That's a good point. Thank you, Roth. All right, so let's dive into these two episodes. Good thing about this particular series, and I think can only be an advantage to this particular series, is Deborah Chow directs every single episode. So I think that's really good.
That's consistency there.
Not that doesn't have to be, but I think it's good when you've only got 6 parts of varying lengths. I mean, they're not all going to be like super long episodes. I think the first one, if you take out the recap, is like 50 minutes if you take out the recap, I think.
Oh, I thought you were saying the recap was 50 minutes.
No. If you take out the recap, the episode length was
it is
50.
about that. And then you've also got the vocalization stuff at the end. And then the credits themselves, which at a certain point Disney Plus tries to kick you out of, which is kind of annoying to me.
Yeah, I really want to hear the music and keep it going.
Oh yeah,
I wish they would do that
down to a box, and you're like,
I wish they would do that with the voice actors section.
Okay, I said that I was going to kick Red out of the chat, but he's being positive, so I'm going to show his message here.
He's being positive by putting something else down, which is very Red, I guess.
Quality of everything is much higher than Book of Boba Fett. I would not argue that fact.
Yeah, I don't argue it either.
I think that's accurate.
I think Book of Boba Fett was more rushed than this was. I think Kenobi got a longer production time.
Yeah, I think that they took their time with this. Obviously, there was the much maligned scrapping of a lot of scripts at some point
that they were forced to rewrite. Yeah,
they were forced to rewrite. I forgot they used they used a couple different people for writing that of note, but I can't remember the names of them off the top of my head, and I should have written that down, but I didn't. So this first part, let's dive into that because they showed. In my opinion, they showed the Grand Inquisitor much quicker than I thought they were going to.
Oh, right off the bat.
They dove right in.
He's here.
Of course, that's played by Rupert Friend.
A great role.
I think it's great. I think it's a good role for him.
His delivery and his lines were...
Most people that are watching this will know that this series takes place about 10 years after Revenge of the Sith, if you're keeping track of things. Rebels is around 4 years after this series. So as far if you're trying to get your timeline straight on the Grand Inquisitor, and the fifth brother, because the fifth brother is also in Rebels. So if you're trying to like figure all that out, that's kind of
me, the sixth brother.
Wait, what now?
I'm the sixth brother. Where's my role?
No, you may actually be in Rebels.
Am I in Rebels too?
I think you're in Rebels also, actually.
Okay.
No, but the fifth brother's played by Sung Kang of Fast and
Yes.
Furious fame,
Yes.
who was really good. And if you like me, I watch these episodes with headphones on. If you're like me, you can hear that when he speaks, when his character speaks, there's a rumble. I didn't catch that today as much when I was watching it without headphones, but I was watching it with just TV speakers. I don't have like a big speaker setup, but when I watched it the first time, there was like a rumble in his voice. Like when he spoke, it rumbled a little bit, which was a very cool effect. At least when you're listening with headphones, very cool effect. They are on the hunt for Jedi in general.
Yes.
Now, of course, we've got third sister Reva on the hunt specifically for Obi-Wan. Yeah, exactly.
Who is we didn't even talk about that. Clearly set up at the beginning of the episode.
Well, we should start at talk about the beginning.
The Order 66 scene.
That was a great scene.
Yes,
What
was
was the
awesome.
name of the Jedi? Do we know?
Well, okay. So if you look on IMDb, which is not to be trusted at all,
they gave the Jedi a name, though.
It says Minas Velti is the Jedi's. That's Minas Velti.
Okay. Yes, Brian. Clearly, it's supposed to be Reva. The shot of the beginning of the episode. That's just my opinion, obviously. It goes from Coruscant. It pulls back. She's the first little girl in frame,
and the only one that they do a close up of. Yeah,
and several times she's in the middle of a shot, directly in the middle of a shot, with the focus on her. So
now there's 5.
There's more flashbacks to come.
There's 5 younglings there.
Yes.
So
we
don't know.
As someone who watched all the trailers and stuff like that, I was like, oh, that's Reva. That's the Inquisitor. They're setting up. But
totally.
Yeah.
One of the younglings is the Inquisitor.
Oh, Rhett thought maybe we'd get a little baby Grogu in that scene.
Oh, that would have been cute.
That would have been
Probably
that would have
diverted
traumatic.
From what they wanted to do.
Yeah, exactly. I wonder if one of those younglings is Cal Kestis. Could be.
Oh.
One could be, of course. No, I was trying to like look at them and try and figure out like who these younglings could be. Caleb Doom maybe could be one of them, but I don't know.
Well, but we saw his order where he was when Order 66 happened.
Oh yeah, he was off.
And in Bad Batch.
He was off.
Beginning of
Bad
Bad
Batch.
Batch, he was
you're right.
Yeah.
I don't even Star Wars.
Well, he was a little bit older too, right? Because he was
in the Bad Batch he was a little. I would figure they all had to escape off of planet though. I mean, for the most part, but I don't know. Yeah, you're right. He was a little bit older.
Roth has a point. Cal wasn't on Coruscant during Order 66.
Look, there's so much Star Wars content now that it's like next.
Where was Geode?
Yeah, where was Geode during all this? That's what my concern is where Geode is, because obviously the Rock is still alive. So yeah, that was an interesting chain of events, getting to see some of that.
Really great action. I mean, if you watch that,
the saber stuff was really awesome.
That was cool.
Yes.
We're seeing a lot of weak Jedis, though. I mean, although she was being bombarded, I get it. But
she seemed a lot stronger than the people behind her.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, exactly.
There were a bunch of other Jedi just getting shot down, and obviously we didn't see the beginning of their fights, but yeah.
They were shocked.
No, Rhett, you're wrong. Geode can move from place to place.
Oh no,
he can. He doesn't just stay put like that.
Yes.
So we get a really cool scene of Grand Inquisitor with Fifth Brother and Reva just looking for any Jedi. And they're on, I guess,
for Benny Safdie.
Well, yeah, in this case they were
looking
for Nari, which is Benny Safdie.
Do you think they had a lead? Like they showed up there.
They had to have. I mean, I don't think that they were just willy-nilly. Yeah, no, they had to have had some type of lead to show up on Tatooine like that. So, yeah. Which is interesting that there's a lot of things going on that it's hard to understand. Like, okay, well, we've got 2 Jedi on the same planet at once.
Mhm.
Now, obviously, Obi-Wan's doing a way better job of like hiding himself.
Mhm.
Nari is wanting to be in the fight,
Mhm.
and Obi-Wan's like, what? There's no fight.
No, I
There's
can't help you. The
Yeah,
war's
and I
over.
can't help you. Get out of my face.
He didn't say that exact words.
I mean, he was close.
Man, it was just kind of cold. He's like, no.
Yes.
Well, I mean, he's got one mission, and that is to basically protect Luke. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, he doesn't want a distraction of whatever fight that Nari is talking about, which is interesting because it
Thank
makes
you, Fedmatic. That's right.
Well, in
He could
defense
be over-
point, a lot of those shots were also surprise shots from the back and stuff like that too. So
yeah,
anyway.
the multiple blasters. I know
I mean,
you'd
she
have
was
to like
surrounded.
if you were playing the West End game of Star Wars role playing games, you would have to roll a perfect 20 to deflect those blasts like that. That many blasts coming from all angles like that. So yeah, I'd be sorry. I've got Stranger Things on the mind, and so there's a lot of D&D this season. This particular season is very D&D heavy, which I love. It was good stuff. And I disagree with Earl's point about nerd culture in 1986. I think people would be able to wear T-shirts.
They could, but they'd be the dude. It was underground. It was you'd be considered freaks.
I just can't believe that because
not
think about
not where I grew up at least.
Well, maybe not where you grew up. Maybe
No.
not. Maybe
Yeah,
like
it was a very preppy culture.
Yeah. Maybe like in California, you'd probably see some people wearing some Star Wars T-shirts. I mean, I just don't think that
in California. Yes.
Yeah,
and I know that some of them are in California, but maybe not the ones in India. And I've not seen I don't watch the show.
Oh, so, you don't watch the show?
I've never seen a single second of Stranger Things.
How dare you? How dare you?
Wait, let's not get off the subject here. We're talking about this is about Kenobi.
Okay. My bad. I'm sorry. Stranger Things is very much on my mind.
I know, and I don't want you guys to give me any spoilers. That's why I'm trying to get you all away.
Sorry. Yeah. You're right. We see. Okay, so we leave the planet, or we see Obi-Wan working in a meat factory.
I love that. I love the way that creature is like on its side. Do y'all know what that creature is called?
No.
It was probably like a crate dragon or whatever. I don't know.
Was it a crate
dragon? Could have been a bantha or Ronto.
But it was like a whale-like creature because it had almost like blubber like meat.
Yeah.
And they were just, and it was really, I really liked how they went into the detail of the process of how they, anyway, I thought that was pretty cool.
And he would take a little bit to his Eopie, which is very interesting that an animal like an Eopie is a meat eater. I would not have thought that an Eopie would have been.
What else would it eat on Tatooine?
I mean, there's like trees and stuff. I mean,
there's like a sand whale.
You're right, Rhett. I was saying just names of animals, Red. I wasn't saying definitively what it was.
My issue with that meat scene.
Yeah.
The guy running it, he didn't need a line. He did not need a line.
Oh no, I didn't think
he didn't deliver that line well at all.
No, he didn't either. No, you're right.
He was pretty deep south kind of country guy, wasn't he?
Well, yeah.
That big old guy with the beard.
Yeah. Exactly.
I was like, they pulled him out of the woods somewhere.
Now, to Star Wars' credit, that's a long-running tradition of people who can't deliver lines very well being extras. But
this is true. Well, exactly. Yeah, Brian said it. Yeah, he had a southern accent, which was maybe he's from South Tatooine. I don't know.
Maybe there's a planet called Alabama in Star Wars.
There might be. I mean, if there's what is it? The Jon Stewart planet.
Yeah,
or whatever.
John Stew or whatever. Yeah, Stew John.
That's canon. Yeah. That's Lucas canon right there.
So he collects a little bit of meat. He goes back and lives in some cave somewhere, right?
Yeah, he's living in a cave right now. He's not in the hut that we're used to seeing him in.
He's not hanging with the huts. He's living in a hut.
No. Rhett almost made me do a spit take.
Storms are coming, honey.
Dude, I freaking love the prequels. I have so much love for the prequels.
So
I I have a lot of love for Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith growing up.
Oh yeah, dude. They all. Yeah, I like.
Brian's
that.
right. They had that food that you put water to, and it.
Yes, the water activated food.
It turns into stew or beef stew or something.
Yep. That's that's right. I can
Gotta
feel
buy
it
your
in my
head.
bones.
I can feel it.
Oh man. Yeah, this is a good point that Coach makes as far as parallels are concerned, because Star Wars is very into parallels. That his life, he was very much trying to live it kind of like Rey's, where she was a scavenger. He's doing what he can just to make some money, blah blah blah.
And the money he's making is terrible.
Exactly. Staying sort of low profile, not trying to get in anybody's way necessarily. Now Rey was maybe a little bit more pushy when it came to some of that stuff, but
and then this Jawa
Rey had not been broken by a brother who had just
correct.
Dark
Yeah, I mean, and I think that we really have to remember. I mean, this is only 10 years after that, and this was he's still like suffering from all of that. I mean, and having to end up on a desert planet, and having to end up on a desert planet. I mean, that's not.
It's depressing.
It's very depressing. Why doesn't he just kill and eat a Jawa?
Yes.
What?
He could work that out.
Look, Tika
should have killed that jerk that was stealing his stuff and selling it back to him.
Well, he's kind of walked in out of his house. He's like, "Hey,
you stink."
Well, it sounded like he knew this particular Jawa. They had done business before. They had, it might have been his roommate. Exactly.
That'd be a great sitcom.
Sounds like they had done business before, but
Obi and Jawa, two of a kind.
He was trying to give a toy to little Luke. He wanted to give Luke a little T-16.
T-16, yeah.
Yeah, the one that we see in A New Hope, actually.
Yes, that was a good little.
It was a good little call, a little Easter egg there. But Owen is not happy. Owen does not want Luke to have that toy and sort of throws it down at his feet. And I have to say that Joel Edgerton has really surprised me as far as what he's able to do with just a few lines so far. I mean, I'm sure he's going to be in the show a little bit more, but
he's a good actor.
I mean, we're off planet. Who knows how long?
I don't know how much more.
I mean, that might be it. Although we haven't seen Beru at all, so they'll be back.
He'll be back on Tatooine at the end, obviously. But
because Bonnie Peace is in this show, so we'll see Owen and Beru again.
And the subtitle said Beru laughing at one point, and you could, I guess, hear it faintly in the background when he's playing with the ship on top of the house or whatever.
You hear Beru. Okay, I didn't notice that she was even in that scene. Okay, that's interesting. We end up going off planet very quickly to Alderaan, which was shocking to me. I
wasn't expecting that.
I was not expecting this storyline at all. Really, I mean, they could have done a million different things. I would have never have thought that they would have. It seems like made Leia more of a character than Luke in this series.
Well, I think
that's to keep him away from Luke.
When you discuss a Kenobi series, and the thing about the Kenobi series is that you have to get him off planet, likely.
Right.
The only other thing that I think a lot of people would accept to get him off planet would be Leia.
And that makes sense now, like in hindsight, thinking about it. But it was still really surprising when you see it.
Yeah, no, I agree.
And I loved it. I mean, the actress playing, so Leia's supposed to be 10. The actress Vivian Lyra Blair is her name, which is a great name. She seems a little younger than 10.
I was about to say, like 7 or 8. Yeah,
that's what I felt like. I was like, oh, she's 10. She seems like, I don't know. I thought she was 4. Or something, or 4 or 5.
No, she didn't seem that young, but
I mean, she was definitely more like 5 to 7.
I've got a 7-year-old, and she seemed maybe like 7 or 8. Like, I don't know. I mean, but that's neither here nor there.
Though. I mean,
I think she did great. Yeah, I think
a little bratty, but that's
a little bratty. But
they're going to say that's spunky, but she just seemed bratty.
She's spunky. She's like she's got some spunk to her.
She's got a little Lady Mormont action to her.
We get to see Brea Organa, which is a rarity.
Yeah.
She's played by Simone Kessel, which is a very appropriate Star Wars name. Oh, Nick.
We got a little Nick pop in. Hey, Nick.
Good. I need to read. Still at work, popping in a brief hello there, and wherever Red is saying he's wrong about it, and 100%, 100%. You're right.
May the force be with you.
But Rhett
Nick.
likes Kenobi.
He does. Rhett likes Kenobi for the most part.
Thanks, Jacob.
Jimmy Smits is back as Bail Organa, which we knew going in that he had been announced.
See, I didn't even know that. When I saw him walk in, I was like, "Oh, this is awesome!"
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I loved it. Yeah,
and I love the design of Alderaan. I thought the design was cool.
C-3PO was somewhere.
He was all polished up, and
he was credited. And it is Anthony Daniels, by the way. He's credited on IMDb.
I miss that.
He's in that scene where the cousins show up. And
it's a quick scene, like in the party scene.
He's kind of standing there, and he makes like one comment.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I
noticed YO, who gave her the food or whatever he gave her.
YO?
Pardo. Yeah.
Yeah, YO is the name of the...
Yeah, her droid. Her protocol droid, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't catch... maybe I did catch that, I don't know. So, yeah, we see Leia getting into a lot of trouble, not wanting to conform to all the stuff that she's being told that she needs to conform to. It's interesting that she mentions having to go to, like, diplomatic school or whatever, because there's some book out there where they talk about that quite a bit. I read the book. I can't even remember what it's called.
She's being groomed to be a senator.
Let me name Truce at Bakura, Courtship of
No. It's not EU. It's a canon book. Yeah, that came out. I think it was just called Leia or something like that.
Michael, when you address the princess, we call her the Princess Leia.
Princess Leia. My bad. Yeah,
yes,
exactly.
Because
she's not really acting like the princess right now.
No, I'm kidding.
No,
she even said that.
Oh yeah, this is Nick's right. Leia, Princess of Alderaan is the name of the book. It talks briefly about
she is a princess.
The school that she's in.
That's something
soon to be a senator.
Something that they're clearly pointing out to her is that she's got to kind of play this more diplomatic role as she grows up.
Right. And
like
there's
that.
this.
But she's spunky. She's full of spunk. She's so precocious.
There's a sense in her, and her jerk of a cousin doesn't help. But there's this sense in her that she's not a true Organa, and she kind of feels like that she's not. And so we have a good scene between her and Bail. Yeah, there was a really good scene between her and Bail, where he thought he had gotten through to her in enough of a way where she would go apologize, and she just ran off again. And
she's not a very good runner, by the way.
Wait, what's this going? Okay, and yes, the belief is her ability to read people and intuit. Oh, is a force.
Yeah, that's true, because she read that.
Okay.
Yeah, she read the
I feel
cousin.
Like I just one minor critique. I wish her sentence to her cousin was slightly shorter.
Oh, right. Yeah.
I mean, I get we can have that as a force sense, and she can psychoanalyze them, whatever. I don't know. I feel like it should have been shortened a little bit. The line she says to Kenobi in the second episode, I liked when she is kind of doing the same to him.
Yeah. So we see Flea show up, which
there's Flea. I was like,
all right.
Is that Flea?
So here's my deal with Flea being in this show. I wish he wasn't, because that really did take me out a minute, because I immediately was like, oh, he's the same character he was in Back to the Future. He's like the same exact bully of a character.
No,
I think, okay, so there's stunt casting and there's bad stunt casting. Like Benny Softy is good stunt casting, because nobody knows what who that is except a few people,
and
nerds like me and
actor.
Rifen. And he's a good actor.
And he was like,
and then Space Needle. Yeah, exactly. I mean, then you throw Flea in there, and you're just, I don't know. It kind of took me out of it. His name is Vect No Crew, which I'm sure is some anagram for Red Hot Chili Peppers or something like that. I don't know. I mean, I'm not sure. It was rough. I think it was unnecessary, but
I mean, it's fine for what it is.
I will say the same exact thing, even though I liked him. I will say the same exact thing, and I know we're jumping an episode about Kumail Nanjiani's character. I thought that was a bit. That dude needs to stop being in things. Like
Mikey, what?
It's more stunt casting.
No. Kumail Nanjiani was the best part of these two episodes. No. I cannot stand for this, Mikey. Yes.
I don't
He
know.
was the best.
I don't know about
Well,
that.
let me back off a little bit. He was the best besides
Reva.
Owen and Ben.
Yeah, no, Owen and Ben were awesome.
I loved Kumail's role.
Anyway, I'm not saying I don't like Kumail, but he's in everything now. He's starting to be like Taika Waititi.
I agree
he's
a little bit.
Everything.
He did have to win me over because when I saw him, I was like, "Oh, don't make him a Jedi." Because
it was so obvious to me. It was so obvious that he was a grifter.
Yeah.
And then once you realized he was faking it, then I was like, oh, "Okay, I kind of like him now because he's more of a shyster."
Wait, I wish I could get a screenshot of this and just save it for posterity.
I really hate to skip ahead of this, but the thing I loved about Kumail's character was not just that he was scamming people out of their money, but he was also helping them, and he helped out Ben at the end and stood against an Inquisitor.
It came around.
He decided to stand up and take a stand.
He's a grifter with a heart.
Yes.
So I liked the character, but I'm like, do we have to put Kumail in everything? I don't know. I'm just like,
it's not everything, Mikey.
He's in a lot. He's in everything. He's Taika Waititi right now. He's in
Garrison. He was your favorite part? I'm just shocked.
I loved that section of the episode.
Yeah, exactly. This is right. Quickest redemption arc in Star Wars history. The Kumail Ninja, the Haja Estri character. Or whatever
I do like he did this little thing. Is like, do I feel bad about my decisions? Sometimes, and he's like, do I like credits? Oh yes, I like them. Or whatever.
Oh yeah. No, look, very Kumail role. Like everything about that's the one thing I had. It was like almost too much of himself.
It's a Kumail role,
like a little bit.
But that worked for me. It worked for me. Look, you guys can.
It works for you. We'll have other things we need to discuss in the future as we move forward.
Yeah,
Michael's.
Yeah, this is a good point from Red up here. Who would have guessed that Bill Burr, Flea, and Brian Posehn would be in Star Wars, and add Kumail to that list because he's also stand-up comedian first, and then he's kind of hit it big. So I mean, I don't know. It's just, there's a lot going on there. We've got to talk about the strife within the ranks of the Inquisitors.
Oh yeah.
It seems like that the Grand Inquisitor is upset that he's having to allow Reva to tag along.
That's an interesting way of viewing it. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like he has been told that Reva has to come along.
Yeah, don't we feel that she's connected to?
I think she's more connected to Vader.
She's working for Vader, I think.
I have a lot of questions about her character, and I'm very interested in where it goes. I feel like, yes, she probably is connected to Vader in some way.
Yeah. Oh, well, I mean, obviously, she knows that Vader is Anakin. So, I mean, that's not many people know that. I would venture to say that the Grand Inquisitor himself probably does not know that.
Yeah.
So it feels like she has this knowledge beyond the Grand Inquisitors to the point where, I mean, she feels as if she's probably higher in the ranks because she's got the eye or the support of Vader in everything that she's doing. So I don't know. I think that's an interesting character study. I love this crazy theory that Earl throws out in our chat that she is wait, whose daughter?
Mace Windu's
daughter.
Now, again, that was something this guy at work I know who watches the show. He said, "Did you hear? No, dude, I think she's Mace Windu's daughter." And I'm like,
I like it. No, I like.
But aren't they not supposed to have? I mean, it'd have to be a love child, right? Because
it would have to be like a. It would have to be
have no
attachments. It would have to be an Obi-Wan and Satine thing.
Oh yeah,
where they're not supposed,
well, that would be Rey, right?
No, that's what everybody thought for a while, or everybody had hoped that Rey was somehow Obi-Wan
Nick,
and yes, Nick, we do know. We Nick, totally believe.
I pointed that out, and I also pointed out my reasons as to why I think it's very much her. With the camera work they did with her in that scene, so
she does feel as if she's owed something because she mentions that very flatly. So I'm wondering, like, I just wonder, like, I want to know much more about this character because it's a very interesting character, and she's got this like motivation to get to catch Obi-Wan that the Grand Inquisitor doesn't really have. Grand Inquisitor is just like, I'm out here trying to get whatever Jedi I can get.
Yeah,
I don't really care about Obi-Wan.
Quit this obsession with Obi-Wan.
Quit this obsession, and you know, and it's like bled over into her fifth brother. You know, he doesn't really care either.
Fifth brother. I mean, I don't care.
And she's still having to report to all the. I mean, obviously, I don't know exactly numerically how it works out, but she is the third sister, so whatever the fifth brother is doing, because when they come back to Tatooine, it's just her and fifth brother in that one part where she's confronting Owen, and fifth brother's trying to like hold her back. She chops somebody's hand off at some point.
Yeah,
I mean,
she's pretty brutal on that. She's
that lady.
I mean,
yeah,
it's interesting because
I'm going to stand up to you.
And this is where I really would need Nick on the show to walk me through this this Inquisitor type thing, because the Inquisitors all seem like they've got like scarred faces almost. Like, I don't know. It seems like they're all like they have this look about them, and she looks completely different than all of them.
Yeah, and that may lend more credence to your Vader put her on the squad kind of thing.
I just feel like Vader and her.
She's an apprentice Inquisitor. Don't you get that vibe?
Something.
Or a lesser Inquisitor,
but like closer to Vader, which means that Grand Inquisitor really can't do much, and he knows it. He kind of is annoyed by her presence because he knows he really can't control her as much as he would want to, and we see that at the end of episode or part 2. I mean, gosh, he gets run through, which obviously not dead.
Is a fake out. Yeah,
obviously not dead, but he gets run through.
So here's or I can save my prediction for the end of the show, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, anybody that's watched Rebels knows that Grand Inquisitor obviously lives, but I mean, it's just...
Or not the end of the show, but the end of this episode.
By the way, I have to give props to Star Wars, at least some props. I know Nick and I talked about the fact that we talked about the Grand Inquisitor coming into the show and how he doesn't really look like the previous live action or previous cartoon counterparts of kind of that race. But I was very happy because I did mention on that episode I mentioned on that episode that I just make his eyes yellow and I'd be happy.
Yeah,
because it was not yellow in those trailers.
No,
but it is yellow in the show.
Yeah, I think that they went back. I think they took the constructive criticism and did what they could. I mean, obviously you can't change the shape of the man's head, but they did as much as they possibly could.
And he has this big mane of hair, and he was not willing to shave it either. But
is that I didn't?
If you've ever seen the real Rupert Friend, he's got this
is that
hair.
True?
Well, I'm just assuming that's why he has.
I thought he had said that in an interview or something.
He doesn't have a thin face. It's anyway.
Yeah, he's a great.
He's not the right head shape for a Obi-Wan.
I don't know. You do want. I mean, at some point you have to be like, okay, I want a capable actor in the role. I don't.
This might not be the Grand Inquisitor that we find later in Rebels.
I mean, it's not like you want Bruce Spence in every single Utapawan role that you can. I mean, I'm Bruce Spence. He's got like this huge. I don't know. You can't have him. Hey, anybody, you gotta give me props for that, Bruce. I just pulled that out.
All Powans look the same. Fetmatic.
Okay, Fett. I mean, come on, buddy. We gotta get away from that.
No, he's right. He knows that is what Powans are known for.
I fully understand that, but
Michael, it's on the DK book. It's in the encyclopedia.
Dude, I don't have. I've got all the DK books. I've got a lot of the DK books, but I mean,
Rupert Grint.
Rupert.
Ron.
No, I said Rupert Friend. What are you talking? I didn't say Grint. Dude, right? You're hearing things, buddy. No, Fett.
I want to give corrected his comment.
Yeah, I want to.
They don't look.
Don't look the same. Okay.
I think that's what he's saying.
Oh,
right?
He's saying they don't. And no, I don't think they
should.
I
thought you said they do. Well, that's what my DK book said. But
your DK book's wrong.
I'm just kidding.
Your DK book's out of date.
Your DK book's out of date. Exactly.
Yeah. The Powans have changed. Yeah. They've evolved.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think they need to look.
Okay, so when last we left Leia, she was running away in the woods.
Yeah. No, and she was captured. I think
she did a slide. She did a little slide up under the branches.
She was trying, man.
I mean,
she was trying to get away.
Yeah. She was running, but they caught her.
They caught her, and they took her to the Tokyo planet, right?
Well, with the Blade Runner planet, yeah.
The
Coruscant underground planet.
Yeah, the Coruscant.
Dayu.
Dayu. Yeah,
Dayu.
Very cool name. First time we've ever been on that planet. I think first mention of that planet ever in Star Wars.
I've never heard of it.
According to Wikipedia, this is the first mention of Dayu. So they made this planet up. I can't put that up, Rhett, because I know a couple people that wrote those, that helped write those books.
And they're not Lucasfilm interns either.
Yeah, they're definitely not Lucasfilm interns, so I can't put that up. I can't give credence to that. Sorry. So yeah, I mean, we go to a pretty cool planet. That's second part, though. I mean, we still need to talk about kind of Reva. She seems like she is ready to be like uncontrollable, but then she pulls herself back. Like she was ready to strike down Owen. And how about
Owen? Man,
how about Owen just standing his ground to a lightsaber in his face?
He stands in the same position with his arms pinned down to his waist or whatever.
Like,
and never once moved.
He could have ratted out Obi-Wan and be done with it.
Could have ratted out Obi-Wan, but he didn't.
I mean, he's clearly scared, but he never moves from his stance. I mean,
no. He is. I mean, you could tell that he was grizzled, obviously, in A New Hope. Like, this is a grizzled man, like a farmer. But
I told you to forget it.
Joel Edgerton's portrayal of him makes him seem even more bad. Like he's like ready to take on a lightsaber. I mean, he's not afraid of an Inquisitor at all.
Let's have an Owen show. I want an Owen show. Owen Lars.
Dude, I would be all for that.
A little Edgerton action.
Rhett. Oh, that's sad, Rhett. I hope that's not true.
but Owen said he didn't do it for Kenobi, so he clearly didn't want Luke to die in that scene.
He didn't. Yeah, no, he did not do. No, he's much more attached to Luke than I thought he would be. I mean, this is not like his kid by birth or whatever, so he's much more. I'm
going to disagree with Rhett. I think he wants Luke.
No, he does.
Displayed that this week.
I think he very much displayed his affection for Luke in the way that he knows how, which is in like protective mode.
Oh, look, here's a gift. Threw it away.
Yeah. I don't know why you got so mad about the T-16 toy.
Well,
I think he knows Obi-Wan's dropping. I think Obi-Wan's doing a pattern of this, of dropping things for Luke.
Probably. He's probably he's clearly annoyed with Obi-Wan and doesn't want him around.
He doesn't want the Jedi around.
The one very interesting thing that I thought Owen said is that all that Obi-Wan cares about is if he's showing, like if he's showing Jedi traits yet. Because he, at that age, you would think if Luke's 10, obviously. And very cool note played by Grant Feely, who is from Alabama. He's from right down the road, I believe, Pinson. I don't know. He's from some part of Alabama that's very right down the road from here. So which is very cool. That kid, like, how did they find this kid? He's got a good agent, I guess. I mean, I don't know.
Maybe he's out in L.A.
Well, okay. Well, Roth says it symbolizes space adventure.
That's right.
But he flew the T-16 at a pretty young age, didn't he?
Well, no, but he's
not that far off from him doing it.
Yeah.
I mean, I can see that. I think it's just more that Owen's just annoyed with Obi-Wan and doesn't really want him
leaving gifts for him.
Up in his business all the time. Like, he understands that he has to be on the planet. I mean, because that's kind of like what Obi-Wan is there for, to be a protector of Luke in general. And Owen understands that, obviously, but he doesn't want him up in his business all the time, like leaving trinkets and, stuff like that. So, I don't know. This is funny. We were joking that there's no way that Roth is watching. What sport could Roth be watching? And I forgot hockey. So there's hockey. Hockey. Isn't this like game 1? I don't even know. I don't even know
what Avs is. What is that?
That's the Avalanche. That's Colorado's team.
Oh.
No wonder.
Yeah, I don't even know.
Does Wyoming have a hockey team?
No, Wyoming doesn't have a hockey team. Wyoming does not. So, how does that first episode end?
He gets on the ship.
Oh, remember there's that great shot, that low shot where he throws back his thing and you see his lightsaber. Mm-hmm. And I was like, he's get on the ship.
duh. I mean, Jimmy
Bale
made the trip to Tatooine.
He comes and sees him, and he says,
"We get the hologram, and then that."
Yeah. So that was interesting.
And he digs up his lightsabers.
Bale thought that. I mean, to Bale's point, at that moment in his life, the only person that he knew that he would trust is Obi-Wan. I mean, there wasn't anybody else really. I mean, Ahsoka is obviously around, but she is not around. She's not really showing herself. Ret. So stupid. So stupid.
Ezra's lost in space.
Ahsoka's hanging out with those sisters somewhere.
Cal Kestis is out there somewhere doing something. He's hanging around. I don't know much about Cal Kestis. Other than that name's annoying. That's like, I don't know. That's just an annoying name for somebody. Cal Kestis. That's a very video game name. No, I don't think she's Fulcrum yet.
Oh, wait a minute. This is before Rebels. Never mind.
Yeah, this is before Rebels. Yeah, I don't think she's Fulcrum yet. She's hanging out on some planet, like I think the Ahsoka book that came out. She's on a planet somewhere trying to hide out, remain low, that type of thing. Which all the Jedi, except for apparently Nari. Nari's like, get in the fight. And we see what happens to Nari. Oh, that's another thing. Nari dies.
I don't know how he made it 10 years.
Yeah, he made it 10 years and now he's dead. So that ends part 1. Part 2 mostly takes place in Daiyu, where we see Obi-Wan doing his thing, trying to find out exactly. And this little kid runs into him, the grifter's assistant or whatever, runs into him and says, hey, my buddy Haja can help you out. So we get to see Kumail Nanjiani, which
right in your favorite, Michael.
Sorry, dude.
I love it. It was best part of this. I'm gonna keep.
Well, this was great world building, though. I mean, there's a lot of interesting characters around.
Yeah,
this city looks straight out of that scrapped show again, which is Coruscant.
1313. Yeah, it does. Or was that the video?
That's
game?
The game.
Yeah, but all
similar
all
stuff.
Same,
it's the same area. Yeah.
It does weird to you though that he would wear like the brown hood, like, hey, I'm wearing the same thing that we used to wear as Jedi.
Yeah,
I feel like Smits was also wearing a brown hood, so maybe that's just like a
thing. It's a thing.
Maybe it's a thing. Yeah,
that's fair.
I mean, yeah.
Oh yeah, and Roth is right. So he runs into the girl selling death sticks. Hey, you want to buy some death sticks?
And that's a cool cameo. It was Ewan McGregor's daughter.
I didn't realize that until
Teetha Grigg is the character's name, and it's played by Esther McGregor. So that's pretty good. Oh, and of course we see the veteran clone cameo by Tim Morrison.
Oh, right. Just sitting there and like he didn't. Do you think he recognized Obi-Wan? I mean,
I like that cameo.
I like that cameo a lot, except I have a couple like, is this guy chipped or not? I mean,
he doesn't know Kenobi necessarily.
Doesn't know Kenobi, but you would think he would. I mean, you would think every clone.
What if he started going after him?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, is this guy's chip? I mean, we're supposed to think that the chips had everything to do with them attacking the Jedi, but
didn't that thing go away after a while? It was just a.
I mean, it could go bad after a while. Later. Yeah, this is 10 years later. It could go bad after a while.
Clone's gone bad. We'll have to find out on Bad
That's why we need conscripted soldiers.
His veneers got their own credit on IMDb. No, the veneers weren't showing that much in this because he's supposed to be this this struggling clone veteran.
I like that they showed him and then immediately juxtaposed to the two classic stormtroopers, like out of the way. They push. So that was
troopers.
The conscripted troopers.
Yeah.
We need to learn more about that in Bad Batch season 2. We'll find out. Because there cannot be a single moment of Star Wars history that we can't.
I was the same way, Roth. I thought it was going to be Rex also.
Yeah.
Because he had the blue armor on. So I thought maybe it was going to be Rex. But...
Earl, we got to cover all the ground, and if the book's already covered it, throw that book out. But for real, I'm totally okay with them throwing books out in favor of shows.
Oh no, and Filoni has been doing that a little bit. I mean, and even like contradicting like comics in a way. I mean,
they contradicted Wendig's book sort of.
Yeah,
in the
well,
Mandalorian.
Wendig can.
Let's not get into this.
It's okay, Mike. Let's keep it civil.
Mm-hmm. Let's try and keep it civil. So we yet again get a situation where we see Reva doing her own thing by hiring these guys to kidnap Leia.
Yeah.
To
very
draw in
plan she's already put together this episode
totally.
starting clearly.
Yeah, very very much so. And like Grand Inquisitor didn't know anything about it. Like knew nothing about all this stuff that she was doing.
But this is a smart plan. This is nice because
this was smart. Yeah, I mean,
I don't even think she understands how smart the plan is, though. That's the crazy thing,
right? I don't think she just thought she was kidnapping the Organa daughter. She doesn't understand that that's Leia.
Yeah.
Well, no. But she
knows that's Leia, but she doesn't know that
she doesn't know it's
Anakin's daughter.
She doesn't know it's Anakin's daughter, right?
She just said she read in the archives that there was a connection between
they fought together in the Clone Wars, I guess.
Organa, really, it's more about Organa Bail that she's going to just kidnap the daughter and bring her.
Yeah.
She knew that his Jedi sense would kick in, and especially when his friend goes to him and pleads.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well.
Yeah.
Even more so.
I mean, yeah, she
figured... what if Bail is working with Reva?
No, there's none of that. Reva's on her own in so many ways. She's on her own, except that I think she's really working closely with Vader. I mean, I think so. Everything that she's doing is based upon things that Vader is telling her to do, which really gets under. It really gets under.
No, I think that's my prediction.
Right. I think that Vader wanted Obi-Wan to come back out of the shadows, and he wants a confrontation. I mean, he wants to get rid of Obi-Wan.
And it would give a reason as to why Reva is so
obsessed
with getting Obi-Wan. Because otherwise, I mean, you have to have a reason for that, obviously, and that would make a lot of sense to me if Anakin was the one pushing for that, and she wants to be in Anakin's good graces under Anakin,
no, and she had said in part 1 she wants what's due to her. So if she is working on behalf of Darth Vader, maybe he has promised her something big. Like
you're just a child of the gutter.
You can be my apprentice. So
Jacob, there will 100% be a redemptive arc for Reva, I'm sure.
Yeah, I think so.
I would love for them
she'll probably get killed while she's doing it, but that's just Star Wars.
Oh, in the end, yeah,
definitely she'll be.
I mean, I can see part 6. Obi-Wan is about to get struck down by Vader. Reva saves him. I could see that.
The YouTube videos that would come out of that.
Well, I would love it, but in an evil way. I would love the YouTube videos that would come out of that.
Well, we're going to have another flashback where she's spunky and he's coming to kill the younglings and she fights off and he goes, no, spare this one. I'm going to make her my apprentice. This is my theory. She's going to convince Reva that the whole Clone Wars attack was because of Kenobi. Because if Kenobi hadn't have, you know what I'm saying? Like, so that's why she's going to have such hatred.
Provoked it or something.
That's my theory.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, so that's good, Earl. That's what I'm seeing is that she's going to be convinced that Kenobi
she's been told lies, basically.
Kenobi really, because he was, So.
I like that. I mean, Darth Vader. Well, Darth Vader, being a Sith Lord, is a master manipulator. So, I mean, that would kind of be that. Has Earl been playing Force Unleashed? Well, to Rhett's point, that is very much like Starkiller's story arc, in a way.
Well, that's what I've heard a lot of people say.
That's very much like Starkiller's story arc. And then your argument would be, then why not just bring Starkiller?
Oh no, the YouTube videos that would come out of that.
Oh, they're already there, man. I know,
already there. You're going to generate so many YouTube videos by the end of this.
Yeah. exactly.
gonna
There's
create-
a lot of red circles on the internet videos or
Those
the
are not the
YouTube
videos I'm talking about, Mikey. But
Oh, I
move
know,
on.
I know.
I don't even know what that
It's
means, but I'll take your word for it.
But, so I
So-
mean,
He puts on some kind of warehouse gas mask.
yeah.
Remember, he goes in this. I don't know what they're doing. back
Well, they
there.
think they're going to trick him. They think they're going to trap him because they, we get whatever the guy's name is.
Kamal and Jarny.
So, I have to address Rhett. I'm pretty sure he does know it's Vader, and when she says Vader, that's when he first gets the scared look on his face to me in the episode.
No. I need.
That's a good question.
I
if
need
Vader has
Fatmatic
been-
to chime in on this because
has Vader been made public yet? That's a good question.
I don't think that he knew
I
that
think they took
Anakin
him-
was Vader. No,
I don't think he did.
so.
Yeah.
Why else would he have such a reaction when she said Anakin's alive?
Was there not a recording of like Lord Vader being said by Palpatine that was seen by somebody?
Rise.
Is that the one on Fortnite? The
Well, that's the
Fortnite
thing. I
recording?
don't know what all the books do in between,
I
but
don't.
I don't think he knew. I think he
I don't
thought he
know.
Need
died.
to rewatch
on the-
Revenge of the Sith. Yeah, I thought he did see footage in Revenge of the Sith of Palpatine. Again, it's been a long time since I've seen it, but
No, I don't think he. I think he left thinking that he was dead.
Roth
Yeah.
agrees with me.
Ross says what?
This is why we really needed Nick on this episode. I'm gonna
Lord
guilt
Vader.
Nick.
Rise.
Why are you saying
So-
I brought it up?
I know.
No, but
Okay,
he would have
so
the answer.
here's the definitive because I know Fatmatic really
Okay,
does
here we
know.
go.
Yeah.
Kenobi saw the hologram in Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah, he knows Vader. He gets scared when she says Vader. To me, I saw
He
a
does.
scared
He
look on his
gets like
face.
a little like, oh.
Yeah,
Yeah, but why did he get that look on his face? If he knew Anakin was alive, why did he have such a reaction?
I don't think he knows that Anakin was alive though. He's been disconnected from the world for 10 years, and I think he thought Anakin
I
died
think
in
he
the
would know who Vader.
Mustafar.
Well,
Wait. Coach is bringing in something here.
Yeah.
But after he saw that footage, he sliced him up on
Yeah.
Mustafar. Huh. I don't know. I'm confused by his reaction of the revelation that Anakin was alive. So to me, that would mean that he didn't know Anakin was Vader. If he had such a reaction like that,
I still don't think
he
did.
didn't know that
he didn't know
Anakin
Vader
had
was still.
survived Mustafar,
Yeah. Okay.
but he doesn't also know about Vader because they're one and the same. He knows about Vader being Anakin, but he doesn't know that Vader is still alive and being Vader in the
10
in
years
the
later.
galaxy. Yeah, this
Hmm.
is my and Kenobi is very disconnected from the world right now. Clearly,
That's very true.
Right, he is.
hermit-
Yeah,
he's
he's
hermit
very.
king.
Yeah. He has let himself be completely disconnected. Yeah, that's what I would. He must not be out and about yet. Yeah, no, Fatmatic, you're right. He didn't watch the HoloNet for like 10 years, so
Hmm.
Vader is a big deal. He must not be out and about yet. Yeah, I mean these are the questions.
he's
These
still
are-
back to tanking.
He's still back to tanking. Well, that's the thing. Like, how long is
Are we
this
gonna
dude
get? Are we gonna get flashbacks with his back to tanking? Just
How
like,
long are we going to be
Book
in
of
the
Boba
back to tank? The dude just is in his castle in the back to tank.
That's you get Anakin as Vader falling in love with the sand person. Yeah, that's
Jacob, look, the comments were fast and furious. I couldn't see every single. I
We're
just
sorry.
know.
Look, guys. we
I know
you
to
guys
look
are
for Fet.
doing
I
good.
know to look for what Fatmatic is saying. No offense, Roth, but I know to look for what Fatmatic is saying.
Yes, we've.
Star Wars disrespect. Look, I'm going to say this again.
Star Wars
If-
disrespect.
If Nick were here, none of this would be happening. I'm just going to
I
say
think
that
this would
again.
happen, but it would have gotten
It
shut down faster.
It would have got shut
Nick
down
would have
faster.
said, "You guys are all wrong."
You guys are idiots. Yeah, exactly.
Yes,
Okay,
I agree with
okay,
Coach. That's a
Yeah,
great
That's fair,
point.
Coach. That's
Yeah.
fair.
He just can't conceive that his dying burning friend is still alive and living in black armor. Yeah, I guess like all of us would have problems with that. Yeah, I mean, we can't believe our limbless friend
Especially
is still
with-
alive.
Especially with
Rise.
how much he,
Rise.
how burned he was, and
Yeah, it was like a
chopped up and
Pop-Tart.
left. And
He was like a Pop-Tart on 5. like on the toaster. He was like a Pop-Tart on 5.
Yeah, you just like how Kenobi's like, well, see you later, buddy. I know you're yelling at me. I hate you, and I loved you, but see you later.
Oh, gosh.
Thank you, Jacob. Jacob is a trivia champion.
Oh, Rhett, you are so wrong. Rhett, I would like to see that battle. You're very wrong. You're very wrong.
Yeah,
Hey, Rhett, how about you do your own YouTube channel then? How about that, Rhett? You do that. Go
actually,
ahead.
Red does know more probably.
I mean, probably, but
So,
I don't really care.
So let's go back to this fact. Okay, so
okay.
So he throws the whatever that magic potion stuff that is
the drug. No, it's spice or
for
whatever.
all what's
spice.
his name and Flea and his crew, they all like get tripped out. He puts on his mask.
Yes.
And then he goes and gets the spunky Princess Leia, and she doesn't trust him, right?
Yeah.
No.
She doesn't know.
No. Yeah, like
he's like, how old are you?
Yeah, exactly. How old are you?
I'm 10. And I'm like, is she 10? She looks like she's...
Everybody's wanting to go head to head with Nick in trivia now.
I probably wouldn't be able to beat Nick in trivia.
But... Okay, so one of the things I thought was funny was like, it was almost Monty Python-esque in my opinion. Here's Leia and Kenobi running away from these people shooting at them on the roof.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden we get Reva, and she just like starts doing all this parkour, but she's advancing slowly toward him. But I
was about to say that drove me crazy. Because
kind of stupid.
She starts doing all this great like force
parkour
moves, and I'm like, how is she not caught up by now?
Yeah, it's like, can you just like catch it? It was like the scene in Monty Python where the guys are like running, and then the guys are standing at the door, they're just running.
I feel like that should have been edited in maybe a little bit later in the episode or something.
Yeah, that was an interesting
those are some sweet parkour moves, but I was like, well,
I think it works, but I think it didn't work for the position in the episode.
It seemed like she would have moved quicker through the city, or
she was
I don't know,
so far away, and I didn't think she was that far away. Yeah,
it was interesting.
Yeah, it was interesting. But we do get to see the moment.
The volume, yes, the volume.
We get to see the moment that Obi-Wan uses the Force to catch Leia as she's falling, and
I like that.
That was a great scene.
His first time using the Force in like 10 years, I guess.
Yeah, he's very much
really
like
in
season 4 of Stranger Things. Never mind. I'm not going to spoil anything. I'm not spoiling anything.
I saw a clip from that season, but that's all I saw.
I won't spoil anything. Sorry, Earl. There's been an awakening. Have you felt it? That's basically what that moment of Obi-Wan using. Because I mean that is an interesting concept. Like if you go for so many years without using your abilities, are you a little bit rusty? Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a good point, Roth. I mean, maybe that's why he hasn't been able to communicate with Qui-Gon. That's interesting.
And in the finale, he'll communicate with Qui-Gon.
Oh yeah, maybe.
That's a clear setup, by the way. They're very clearly setting.
But Liam Neeson, he's like,
he denies it. He says,
I don't do TV or whatever he said in that interview.
He's doing Tales of the Jedi.
I know. I was laughing my head off when they announced that he was a voice as young Qui-Gon. I was like, didn't this dude just say he's not going to do TV? I mean,
so he'll still sound like a 60-year-old man.
Neeson's really like, I'll do anything for a paycheck.
He'll do anything for a paycheck. Or maybe he's just so daft that he doesn't know he's doing something for television. I mean, it could be like his agents.
It's not TV, Neeson. It's streaming.
Yeah,
that's what
his agents telling him. He's like, "Oh, this is theatrical. You just go into this sound booth, record a couple lines. It's going to be theatrical. Don't you worry, Neeson." And he's just like,
"This is cinema, Neeson.
This is the cinema. This is only going to be seen on the big screen.
Just
Don't
as
you
cinema
worry."
as Memory and whatever else.
Dude, Memory was horrible.
Blackout.
Blacklight was not as bad as Memory was. Horrible though. That movie was hot garbage. Yeah, no, he did, and I don't
Yes.
think he. But that's what my point is. I don't think he knows he's doing these things for television.
He also did Rise of Skywalker, didn't he?
Was he one of the voices?
I feel like he
They
was.
They could have
Maybe he
just.
wasn't.
I don't know.
There were
I
so
think-
many
they
voices.
said, "Look, we need you to say one sentence. Speak into this mic." Okay,
maybe he really does
What's my
have
check?
like. Maybe he does have a tad of dementia, and they're just like utilizing that to tell him that everything's theatrical
Mikey,
that he's doing.
Mikey, we're gonna joke
Mikey.
about this, and it's gonna be like the Bruce Willis situation where everyone's
You're right.
making fun of him.
You're right.
And
My,
then,
Michael,
my bad.
Michael.
My bad. I shouldn't have said that. That's the premise of memory, as a matter of fact.
yeah, I know.
So exactly. He's doing all these animate voices that he doesn't know there's going to be for television. Oh my gosh. Oh man. It's craziness. But yeah, I think he'll show up. I mean, because we even have a mention of in the first episode.
Yeah, he's like kind of calling out to him like a prayer type. He's like, Qui-Gon.
Ryfin, did you lose us? Oh, he did
Ryfin.
lose us.
Ryfin,
Oh no.
are
He
you
lost
still there,
us.
Ryfin?
Ryfin, are you there?
Come
He can't
in.
hear us. Do we need to
Come
switch
in,
to the
Ryfin.
other camera? He's going to want us to switch. Okay.
Wait. Go back to this one.
Are you there, Ryfin?
Can you hear me?
Can you
Yeah.
hear us, Ryfin?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
we got you. You're good
All
now?
right.
All right.
Yeah. Something happened, and
There
you guys
was-
just cut out.
Well, who knows?
It's probably me.
It's when we said Bruce Willis that everything shut down at that point. We evoked his name and everything shut down. All right. Yeah.
So we,
I mean,
so we get young Leia. We get
we
young,
get
Leia,
young Leia.
in her green, sort almost like her green forest outfit from
Yeah. Mhm.
Return of the Jedi.
On
Yep.
Endor. Mhm.
At one point, she's in a white shirt, so she looks
Yep.
kind of like.
It's all
So-
she's got all the outfits
and then
covered.
and then she starts off on this run that's kind of like, I don't even know how to describe it, but it wasn't a 10-year-old run. It was like, I don't know. It was a waddle. So, but anyway,
I think it could be a 10-year-old's run. It's just
maybe I guess
10-year-olds are not as fast as you would think.
as you
sometimes.
think, I guess. So, but that was cool when she ran under that creature, and he's like,
That's the one thing in both running scenes I like that they try to take advantage of small spaces, but I feel like they should have done it almost more, especially a couple of moments in the forest. I feel like
yeah, that would have
they
been
could have
cool.
taken advantage of it more, and it would have worked a little bit better instead of that cutting back and seeing the guys being farther back sometimes, and
Yeah.
Yeah,
even though she's not
Let's-
running any faster.
let's give a shout out to Deborah Chow though for a great directed.
Look, I mean, I'm telling you,
episodes.
dude. She
She's-
knows how to
she's-
direct Star
she's
Wars on a small scale.
Yes,
I mean, she can
Star
definitely. She's definitely really good at that.
I think
really
she has a
talented.
chance for a big scale in this series.
I hope so. I mean, like, I would love to see her. I'd love to see Bryce Dallas Howard do a film. I mean,
Yeah.
or just like a Disney Plus movie. I mean, apparently, like, Disney has no integrity at all and just throws like, we're gonna get Robert
Wow.
Zemeckis. We're gonna get Robert Zemeckis to make us a movie, and then we're just
Wow.
gonna throw it on Disney Plus. Like, what the heck? We're gonna like. That makes me so mad.
Oh, it's not Tom Cruise running by any man.
Jacob, I was gonna say we need Tom Cruise teaching people how to run in Hollywood, but
Dude,
He's
there's
amazing.
no one that looks better than Tom Cruise when he
He's a
runs.
man.
yes.
There is-
Beautiful.
and there's some of it in Top Gun Maverick. Go see it.
there's a couple of running
Go
scenes.
see Top Gun, Maverick.
Yeah, we like
Change your life.
it makes me think that Tom Cruise is kind of in on the joke, and he's like, "Oh, I have to
Oh,
have a
sure he
running
is.
scene. I
Yeah.
can't do a movie without a running scene."
Of course.
Because I even think he like runs in The Firm at one point. I mean, I think the
Probably.
dude just like
I've
runs
seen
in
it.
every movie that he wants to be in.
Ooh, Tom Cruise and Rogue
Yes, but
Squadron.
the problem is he's gonna want real. He's gonna want real X-wings.
Yeah, exactly.
You
Yeah,
gotta
if they
build
have
the
a-
real thing for me.
Yeah, if they have them. Yeah.
Practical effects.
Well, that's not true though, because they'll put all
That's
their Marvel
really not true.
movies. It's not true at all. But unless they know Pinocchio's horrible and they don't even want to
See-
risk it failing at the box office.
Let me just announce something to the audience a little bit. The current model that every streaming service uses is not sustainable in any fashion. They do need their theatrical releases currently because they're actually finding that this Netflix model has to be kind of changed a little bit. They have to be
No,
a bit
I
more
agree.
conscious about what they're spending.
I think Zaslav or whatever his name
Yes.
is, Discovery
He's gonna
guy.
kill it.
He knows that. He knows that. Yeah, he's gonna kill the whole like. Let's put it on our streaming service after a certain amount. I mean, I don't know.
He'll get
Speaking of
streaming stuff on,
killing-
but it'll be cheaper because they
Yeah,
can't,
he-
they
yeah.
can't be spending $17 billion a year because they don't make that back.
No,
Anyway,
they don't.
sorry.
No, Netflix is the only stupid studio that thought they could do that, and it didn't work. I mean, it's not working. But Stranger Things season 4 is really good, though. I mean, it's really, really
Well,
good.
and that's one of the.
They spent their wad on that, man.
I was going to say
Dude.
that's one of the two sides of the argument. There's the lady who produces all the great shows, and then there's the CEO, and she spends a ton for those Stranger Things seasons. I think they spent like $30 million an episode this season.
And it really shows because
it's like a movie. Yeah.
it is like every episode it's like you're
Yeah.
watching a movie. I mean, it's really, really good stuff.
Okay,
but anyways,
Michael.
Yeah, sorry.
No.
back to Obi-Wan.
All right,
It does
so
not look like a movie, but it's still good.
Nanjani tells them there's
Johnny.
Well, first of all,
Haja.
First of all, the other Grand Inquisitors show up. They shut down all the transport off them.
Yeah, we get an
planet.
appearance like randomly by Fourth Sister. She shows up also.
Yeah, I like Fourth Sister. I wish there was more.
Man,
I like her
I wish
look.
I got to rewatch the episode. I totally forgot that.
She didn't say anything, and she was only in
She
a
said
couple
like
shots.
2 lines
Yeah.
or something.
But she looked like her character design looked really cool.
Yeah, I liked it.
That'll sell a lot of toys. No,
Fourth Sister.
Fourth
And
Sister.
then but Nanjani, or what's his name?
Kumail
close.
Nanjiani.
Haja.
No.
Haja
character's name is
finds them
Haja,
and he
yeah.
says there's a like a, I don't know, some kind of cargo platform that's available, and they have to make a decision whether they're going to go or not, right?
Let me, Roth, are you saying that the Fourth Sister, Raya Kilstead, I think is the actress's
GOT
name?
lady?
I didn't know she was in Game of
I
Thrones.
binge watched
Sand
Game of
Snake.
Thrones one time, and I don't remember.
It's one of the Sand Snakes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I didn't think about that.
I hope she's in it more then, because she was. It was
Yeah.
the character design was cool. I just liked the look of the character.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know how much they're really going to do with her, but I liked the
Yeah.
look of the character.
They should just do like Rebels and jettison the Inquisitors and just bring in Thrawn at the end of the show.
That's what they end up doing. I mean, they definitely do that. Anyways,
Yeah, so you finished all of Rebels?
yes, I did.
yes, he did.
It's great,
okay.
isn't it? It's great.
I know Nick requested offline that we don't talk Rebels at all, but I
Yeah.
do want to know, like, overall what your thoughts of
Yeah,
the
just
series
give us
were.
I really liked it. I mean,
Yeah.
It's
I
good.
almost kind of don't like that it ends with this like, well, Ezra's just off and
yeah.
I'm gonna go find out. And then
Wild
like,
space.
There's no sequel to it at all. Obviously,
Well, there
we got
will
Ahsoka-
be. We've
we
got
got
one
Ahsoka coming up,
yeah.
and
Rebels
that's going
2?
to probably be picking up the pieces from that. But I liked it more than Clone Wars in the sense that it's this one thing that you're following the entire time. This crew of the Ghost,
That's fair.
and there's a lot of character building and a
Yeah,
lot of great.
By the way, don't
episodes.
spoil it for Rhett. He may watch it one day.
No,
Oh,
Rhett's
is he-
never going to watch an animated series.
Has he
unless
actually
it-
not seen Rebels?
No,
No, he
that's
hasn't
what-
seen Clone Wars, I think he's seen some of Clone Wars. He hasn't seen. He won't watch it. He won't watch them.
Rebels is good.
Rebels
It's
is
fun.
so good. It's like
Yeah.
great animation too.
Yeah.
Yes, I will say I do prefer the Clone Wars animation, especially season 7, like towards the end. Clone Wars.
Well, yeah.
Oh
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I prefer that as well. I mean, but Rebels is way better than Resistance. Resistance animation was hot garbage.
I'm not gonna watch Resistance.
No, do not watch Resistance.
There's
It's
not
terrible.
any. I'm trying to think if there's any reason to watch Resistance, and
No,
there's
no
really
reason to
not.
watch. It's
I mean,
terrible.
it's 2 seasons of a waste of time. I mean,
Yeah.
it's I don't know.
I'm good.
I
but,
watched all of it, and it was.
I am gonna watch the young Disney series about the High Republic,
series?
though.
Series, yeah.
I'll watch that.
Resistance is the only one I liked. Is that what Rick said? No,
he
that's
never
not true.
watched any
No,
of that.
he tried
never
it.
watched.
He did try it. He did not like it.
He watched Gravity Falls. That's the only cartoon that Rhett likes.
Which is a solid one.
Yeah. No, there's some anime stuff I think Rhett likes also. Thundercats. There you go. He liked the new Thundercats with that really weird animation that was on Cartoon Network. He liked that one. He didn't like the one from the 80s. He liked that new one. So we see Haja, I'm sorry, help basically figure it out. Like he helps
Yes.
in the end, redeem, like we said earlier, quickest redemption arc ever.
It faces down with Reva, has a showdown with Reva, sort of.
Reva and dies. Doesn't he die?
No. He gets like thrown against. I don't know.
Wait, who
he
are we
doesn't
talking
die.
about? Who dies?
Oh, he doesn't die. I thought
No,
why would why would
gets
she
his-
spare him?
She gets the memories from.
She gets
That's
the
right.
memory from him, so he can show up again. You'll get
No.
more of them, Mikey.
No.
Yes, he'll come.
No more.
Yes.
Maybe
No
he'll
more.
sneak aboard the cargo ship, and he'll just be chums with Obi-Wan.
And by the
Let's
end
all
of
go travel together.
and by episode 6, he'll actually find that he actually is connected to the Force.
Is connected to the Force.
yeah.
He'll have a Finn moment and
A
find
broom
out
boy
that
moment.
a broom boy or a Finn at the
broom
very end
boy.
of Rise of Skywalker.
She does tap his brain, which is a very Sith thing to do, which I
Mhm.
thought was cool.
Oh yeah, she's.
Gets
I
that
mean,
she's hardcore, man.
I think she's more in touch with the Force than any of the Inquisitors are, and I think there's jealousy there. I mean, I think she's
That's an
pretty
interesting
powerful.
thought.
I think she's
She
really
maybe
powerful.
because she's Mace Windu's daughter, of course.
Well, because I think like Rebels established that the Inquisitors were some of like the Jedi Temple Guard, which those were not Jedi Masters. They were just sort of like guarding the temple. I mean, they weren't. I think
can't
that's what
speak to
Rebels
that.
established. You just watched it, didn't they? It's kind of establish that
Oh, sorry. What? I was reading
That-
Jacob's comment.
in Rebels, didn't they kind of establish that the Inquisitors were former Jedi Temple Guards?
Oh man. So the Grand Inquisitor was
Yeah,
because he was in the temple when Kanan fought
Right.
against him. But
Right.
I don't remember that if they all were. I only remember the Grand Inquisitor. Now I will say the first 2 seasons I watched a long time ago, like at the beginning of this year almost. But
yeah.
I
Because they weren't like I didn't think that they were automatically all like former younglings. I think some of them were. I mean, I guess every Jedi Temple Guard at some point was a youngling being trained, but none of those guys I would have thought were Jedi
I guess
Master.
it would make sense if they all came from there, but they didn't necessily establish that.
They didn't establish that, yeah.
unless it was in a DK book. Yeah.
I don't know if it was in a DK book or not. I don't
So
know.
Jacob
Yeah, that-
says he doesn't want to see Reva redeemed,
Well, I mean, I think
and
that's
he
the
thinks that
sentiment.
she
Like,
killed.
I think that's the sentiment every time. I think like anybody that sees a character, like nobody wanted for. I mean, I
Well,
don't
we didn't
know.
want Vader to be redeemed. We
We didn't
just
want
thought he was the
Vader.
bad
Like
guy.
nobody wants a character to be redeemed, but if the storytelling's well done, then I don't know. Maybe Reva's
Look, Red,
redeemed.
this is not me. Blame those two up there.
I'm not saying it. I mean, I'm not. I haven't said anything like that. I don't know what Rhett's even talking about.
Don't read Rhett's comments.
No, I'm seeing them. They're ridiculous. I don't even know what he's talking about.
Because I said the thing about Mace Windu.
Oh
Yes.
no, but that wasn't you though. That was some.
No, it was somebody who told me that.
That was somebody
Yeah,
at work
yeah,
that told you
it's-
that. That
it's
wasn't
a
even
theory.
you.
It's only a theory. Okay,
Yeah.
so there, we get to the moment where she has tracked him down,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and what happens? The Grand Inquisitor shows up.
Yes, telling her to,
Shove off,
yeah.
back down, basically, and
Stop
she
doing what you
had
do.
had about enough of him and ran him through with a lightsaber, which
Yeah.
generally doesn't mean you're going to live, but
No, it doesn't.
But there may be
Generally,
another
That's why
Grand
that's a
Inquisitor.
fake out.
there's either another Grand Inquisitor or it's a fake out.
Maybe it's
I
his
mean,
brother. his
Why
twin
would
brother.
why? The problem is, why would you have another Grand Inquisitor that has the same markings on the forehead and the
A
same
neutral
on the
power.
eyes?
Yeah,
and
no, you're right. I mean, I don't think it's this. Yeah, I
Well-
think that he lives somehow.
But
Yeah.
but we get him in the Rebels, right? So
Oh yeah, he's the main.
Yeah.
He's the
And he
first
dies-
season. He's like the main bad guy.
he dies like 4 years later in Rebels. Yeah.
Yeah,
and that's
he-
true, Jacob. He got the same Qui-Gon stab
Well,
up the gut.
So I mean, but we also saw, we've seen people take shots that they shouldn't live from. We saw that in Book of Boba Fett with
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Ming-Na Wen's character,
Yep.
Fennec Shand.
Oh, he could end up having the metal
He
gut.
could get, he
Yeah,
could
we
get
could give him a
modded.
robot
He could
stomach,
get
yeah.
modded.
The dude that what's his
Get
name?
He's on
modded.
Tatooine.
And then he could do a cool spin with his
The
lightsaber.
the bass player guy shows up and like
Yeah.
does some work on him.
Thunder. Is that
Thundercat, yeah,
Yeah.
Thundercat shows up, does some work on him, and he's
That's
good.
just what we need.
We need more Thundercat. Obviously, we need lots more Thundercat. Look,
They're-
Thundercat is a more subtle cameo than Flea. Maybe.
Hmm.
It is.
Oh, that's the second bass player cameo. That's
Yeah.
interesting.
We got a bass player in every episode.
Yeah,
Who's
bass
next?
player in every episode. Who's not
I
like
mean-
they could have? Oh, you know what they should have done? They should have cast Dave
Robin's-
Matthews, bass player, as
Oh,
the
man,
Grand
he's good.
Inquisitor. He's really he's
Yeah.
like Bruce Spence tall,
Yeah, he's
and
good.
so he could have been a really good Utapowan.
Get that man to Tatooine.
I don't know any other.
Yes,
bass
Jacob,
players.
get that man to Tatooine
Yeah,
now.
Jacob brings up Darth Maul. We watched him survive being cut in half, although that was kind of magic.
I never remember a U2's bass player's name. He's the one I always forget.
Adam Clayton.
Clayton.
Adam
Still
Clayton.
going.
Clayton.
Adam Clayton.
Yeah, we could have him. He
The
could show up.
Edge.
He'd be a good bass
That's what he
player to
said.
show up. What other bass
Man.
players should show up?
Gene Simmons.
That's
Oh,
what-
yeah, no,
Gene
Gene
Simmons.
Simmons.
He's a huge.
He could just
He's
be an
a
Inquisitor.
huge. He was like, hey, everybody needs to get that Disney Plus and watch some
Yes,
Star Wars.
He would.
He's
He could just
If
be
he
an
were in the
Inquisitor.
show, he probably would have already tweeted, "This looks like a cool show."
This looks like a good show. Everybody needs to get that Disney Plus. Stevie Van Zant's dead, isn't he? I don't know.
Is
I
it
don't
Ronnie
know.
or Stevie?
Maybe Ronnie's dead. Yeah,
I
Ronnie.
don't know.
I don't know.
can't
Which
keep
one
track.
died in the plane wreck? I don't remember. Or was it?
So,
Yeah.
back to the show.
Yeah. Well, we're done. Oh,
Well,
I mean,
no, she
Obi-Wan has
still-
that
she
moment.
reveals the moment, and of
Yeah.
course,
Yes.
meanwhile, little Leia's like putting the key card in, starting.
Oh,
up
that
the-
guy. Yeah.
being precocious. Oh, the Sopranos guy. Yeah.
Yeah. Stephen Van Zandt. Yeah. But not. He's not actually related to the other Van Zants, I don't think. Anyways, I need a DK book to tell me if he's related to the Van Zant family. I don't think he is. He's a random Van Zant. I don't even know if that's actually his name. I think you're wrong, Roth. Now you've got me
it's Stevie Van
confused.
Zandt. Yeah,
Is
it's a Van
it?
Zandt. Yeah.
But he's not like related to Ronnie. I'm so confused. Sorry. I'm very distracted by the Stephen Van Zant thing because I don't think he's related to the other Van Zants. There's no relation. Somebody needs to look that up quickly.
Jacob's checking it now.
I just went to try to click on my browser and it froze up, so that's probably a bad idea.
Oh yeah, no, you don't need to. No, you need to stay what you're doing. Keep your iPad ready just in case.
Yes.
But yeah, stay exactly with what you're doing. So yeah, they escape or whatever, but not without. No, but I need to know like his family tree. I need to know if he's related to Ronnie Van Zant.
Yes.
Yes, that would be awesome. I would buy that. The Star Wars Illustrated Guide to Bass Players due out from TK this Christmas.
Yes.
We got two so far.
Oh,
I would buy it.
All right. Seriously, though, Ewan McGregor, some of the best acting I have ever seen just in the
He's doing
revelation
He's
of
doing great.
Anakin being
Yes.
alive.
Oh, yeah.
He's shook to the core. and
Shook, baby.
He says no words, but you can see it in his face. And even
He's like,
Leia's like,
Anakin.
"What's wrong?" I mean,
What's
Leia
wrong
even-
with you, old man?
Yeah, Leia's like, "Is everything all right? Are you?"
She's
are
like,
you
maybe
okay?"
my grandfather.
I know, right? That was a pretty funny line, actually.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Roth. I can sleep well tonight,
They're not related.
knowing that they're. Do they spell their last name the same way? Do they? Is the spelling exact? Star Wars Mod Kings cross section. Yes.
I like it.
All right. Well, we'll be back. I'm done. If you guys have anything else to say, I'm done. We've been going for an hour and a half.
Two great episodes. Two great
Yes.
episodes.
I thought it was one great episode because of Kumail Nanjiani.
Oh, come on, dude.
And
So
and
wait,
another-
you're saying the
good
only
episode.
reation you liked the second episode was because of Kumail
that put a
Nanjiani?
smile on my face for so long. Look. This is your opinion, guys.
Well,
No, you're allowed to.
To
have
me,
your
it put a
opinion.
smile on my face, and I just enjoyed the rest of that episode so much. That and I think the first episode is so much set up to me that it just kind of was a little slow in parts, and there were some great parts, but there were also some just
Hmm.
you know, we could have cut this down a little bit kind of thing. But
I will
I
say
also-
that. Yeah.
I also watched the recap. I maybe shouldn't have done that, but
Who recapped it?
no, the recap at the beginning.
No, I
Just
liked
saying.
that recap. I thought that recap was
it
good.
was it was
I like
good,
the recap.
but in terms of
Oh,
wasting
this
time,
is a
I probably should have
surprise.
done it.
You
but-
don't often see Rhett like female characters, so this is a surprise.
That's not true.
It's his favorite part of the series.
What do you think of Jennifer Connelly in Maverick? That's,
Oh,
yeah.
I mean, hey,
yeah,
Come
she's
on.
a classic.
she looks great.
She does.
No, Fett, don't do no, Fett. It wasn't.
What?
Don't tell us that. No.
What? Why is it not
I
an
thought
awesome recap?
I thought we did good. Okay, you're right. You're right. I'm sorry. I'm down on myself sometimes.
No,
You're
he's
right.
talking
I-
about the recap at the beginning of the episode,
Oh,
Mike.
I'm talking about the recap, Michael.
All
The
right,
to go
I
over the
can we-
Clone
Let's
Wars.
just end
Maybe
this.
we do
We're
need to
not a
end this.
recap. We're not awesome. Don't worry about that.
Let's just end this episode then. I'm done. Oh my god, this is derailed. Oh, he wasn't talking about you. They never are. They never are. Rod.
We thought
Ever.
our recap was awesome
They
because it's just so
if
coherent.
only Nick had been here.
Mikey
I
was
hope-
like that.
I hope Nick watches this whole thing and knows how disappointed I am. No,
Mikey's like when someone waves in your direction, you're like, hey.
it's me. I am. I'm like, oh, she's looking at me. I'm here.
Hey,
Hey, it's me.
hey.
Oh my gosh! If only Nick had been here. If
He
only.
would have saved this whole thing.
He would have saved this whole thing. This
we did
this
good.
was so
We did
off
good.
the
We made it
rails.
through 2 episodes. It takes a while.
Ooh,
We only get
yeah,
one this week.
that's true.
Yes,
There is a,
tomorrow
this is only
night.
yeah.
Does it drop at 11 tonight?
No,
Probably
I wish
not.
we were talking about
I
that
wish.
earlier. That we wished it would drop at
Oh.
11 again. No, this will be the
That
standard.
was a holiday weekend thing. they did.
Central Time. It'll be the standard 2 a.m., 3 a.m. for Roth. No,
Oh.
1 a.m. for Roth, 3 a.m. for Rifen.
Oof.
Yeah.
Oof.
Mm-hmm.
I could
So you-
do 1 a.m. Like 1 a.m. Maybe Mountain Time is the best time. I've always thought that Central Time was the best time, but maybe Mountain Time really is the best because I could handle 1 a.m.
Mountain
Yeah,
Time. Just
look,
why are we
he's-
not in Mountain Time?
Yeah, why aren't we in Mountain Time? We need to put that on put that on the ballot that we,
We
need
need
to
to be in
change to Mountain.
standard time year round, but that's
Yes.
just me.
That's
Standard time.
pretty standard, really.
Pretty standard, you see.
Pretty standard, really.
Mountain Time is the best.
I'll see. Spoken like a true Wyoming.
Wyoming
They
or
should just
Wyoming
see,
or-
Wyomingite.
Wyomingite.
They released it at 12 last week because it played at
Yeah.
Celebration at the same time.
Yeah.
Well, for me.
I see.
I couldn't stay up because I had work the next day at 4 a.m. But
Dude, I was elated that
That's
it was at
awesome.
11.
I-
I was like,
I-
yes.
I hope
yes.
some point they just switch to that because I think 12
Yeah, why
a.m.
not?
9
not?
p.m. 9 p.m. Pacific time would.
Yeah.
I think people in Pacific time would love that. I mean, you know,
Dude,
why not?
totally.
Uh,
I mean, yeah, it doesn't make sense why they do it this way, but Wyoming.
Wyoming. Wyoming.
All right, Rod, you have to put it in the chat. Like, what do you people called in Wyoming?
you
Wyomingites?
people.
Wyomingites? Wyoming?
Wyomingers.
Is it like Amish? What a Mennonite? Wyomingite? Is that what it is? Yes, double duty as horse veterinarian.
Wyomingites.
Oh, Wyomingites.
Okay, we'll take
We call
it.
us
Interesting. Okay.
Georgians.
Georgians.
Alabamians. We're
Alabamians.
Alabamians.
Mm.
Albanians.
Like
Like
Albanians.
Like Albanians. Exactly.
Alabamians.
All right, Dr. Earl.
Alabamans.
Dr. Earl is off the grid. He cannot be found anywhere.
Going right now.
I mean, sometimes he's in Discord. If you're lucky,
Sometimes.
you'll see him in the Deucecast Discord in the
Sometimes.
pretentious corner sometimes, hanging out. Rifen, where can people find you?
You can find me on Twitter at GRyfun, GRYFUN3. You can find me on Instagram with the same tag. You can find me on Letterboxd at GRyfun, RYFUN. You can find me on the Deucecast Discord as well.
Yes.
And that is it for this week.
Yep. You can find Nick at Podcast of the Wills. He's hanging out there most often, even though he wasn't on this episode. In fact, I mean, I would say he ruined the episode by not being on this episode.
Wow.
So
Wow.
We used to do Mandalorian episodes without Nick. I mean, come on.
I know.
With
but,
Rhett as well.
But this would have been good because there is a lot of stuff that Rebel stuff going on. There's a lot of tie-ins that we could talk about, and we will next week because Nick has assured me he will be here next week.
Okay.
Come hell or high water, he will be here.
We could just
week.
add to the chaos and put Rhett in there, but
no, absolutely not. I will not. Rhett is fine as our
chaotic.
chat.
He's chaotic bad.
He's chaotic bad.
Whereas,
exactly. We don't want. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We're chaotic
I am
neutral.
at the Michael Nip on Twitter. That's usually where I hang out. But the Deucecast Discord is where I prefer to hang out. There's the Deucecast Discord is a lot of fun. If for some reason you're not in our Discord, just DM at the Deucecast on Twitter, and I will add you happily to our Discord. And every Wednesday we release the Deucecast movie show. This particular Wednesday we took the holiday off, and we are releasing the audio of our Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness conversation.
Oh yay!
Exactly. Oh yay! Rhett was on that.
Is that safe for?
No,
I know.
No, it's not, and it hasn't been edited at all.
Oh,
because I released it. I released it myself.
Is this the right climate?
Yeah.
To release this.
Oh, probably not.
In our current,
I honestly can't remember what we said on that. That was so long ago that we recorded that.
Oh no!
I have no.
I remember
idea.
kind of regretting afterwards, being like, "Oh yeah, that's going to the main feed."
Yeah. Oh yeah, and Rhett's on that episode too. So I mean, we'll see what happens.
We might get canceled after this.
We might get canceled after releasing that, but you know what? We wanted. Yeah. It's all about the content.
Nobody subscribed to us anyway.
We want our audio listeners, of which we have more subscribers than our YouTube listeners. We want our audio listeners to listen to.
Hopefully, it never makes its way on GIG.
Your dad is still putting Deucecast episodes on.
Yes.
No, he doesn't.
He recently did like an Oscars one that was
wow.
Your recent Oscars.
Wait, he puts it on what?
He puts it on Brunswick's radio station sometimes.
Really?
It's
hilarious. Do we have listeners in Brunswick?
No idea. Probably.
Hey, y'all made the news this week about something.
What did Brunswick make the news about?
Yeah, there was some prank or something that went crazy. Or
at the high school, like the end of the year prank or something.
Well, there was something that happened today. I can't remember what.
I'll look it up. We can talk.
You have to check it out. Okay, we'll talk off air.
Interesting. Okay. Well, anyways, we'll be back next week, of course, to talk about part 3 of Obi-Wan Kenobi, found only on Disney Plus, where Liam Neeson is not aware he is on the show. He thinks it's a movie, and it's not.
I just remembered what it was. There was some kind of animal in a Dairy Queen.
No, it was a Sonic. It was a snake
It was
behind
it was a python, a ball
it was
python.
a snake behind the fryer or something.
It's a Sonic. Okay, and they ran out.
I read that for the news yesterday.
I know you were, Mike. I'm sorry. It was a ball python is a Sonic. And the employers fled. Anyway, that's the news, folks.
That's the news, folks. All right, we'll be back next week. Like the show, share it if you dare. We need more subscribers, though. I don't know how much. Probably not. You're probably right. You're right, Ryford. We don't. You're right. No, you're right. We don't want to get We don't want to get to 100 subscribers. You're right.
Is this really appropriate for consumption?
Yes, that's what I say on the news. I'm Garrison Ryfin.
Oh, hey.
Hey,
that was a pretty good impersonation of yourself. that was actually really good. I was like, whoa.
Well, he is Garrison Ryfin, right?
Yes.
Okay,
let me do a more professional voice for the news, obviously.
I'm Scott Ryfin. All right. Let me see. Oh no. What is all this? Background music. Ooh. This is new. What's this?
Fire it up, brother.
Yeah, let's hear this. I didn't know that. Oh, come on. Why is it taking so long?
We hear it.
No, I don't hear anything.
We hear it.
We hear it.
There it is. There it is.
We hear a lot of it.
Oh, we should have had that. Maybe this would make
sounds almost like an Asian kind of almost.
Okay, let's listen to this one. Let's listen to this.
Indian sounding.
Let's see what this one sounds like.
We already hear it.
Subsonic. I don't know.
Okay, this one's called Feeding the Ducks.
Mikey, what?
I don't know what.
I thought we were shutting this down, Michael. We're still live.
Mikey's probably.
This is
Mikey doesn't
called-
think we finished the stream. Apparently.
This is called feeding the ducks. This is what we're gonna play from now on. Every episode of Extra, we're gonna have feeding the ducks in the background. Is it? Do I need
good,
to?
Mike.
It's not loud to me.
Do I need to turn it down? Here, I'll turn it down a little bit. It's just
We don't
very.
hear it.
It's just
We
in
can
the
barely
very
hear
background.
It's very
Here, I'll turn
soothing.
It is very soothing. Okay.
You guys ready
Yeah.
to feed some ducks?
I'm Billy D. Williams. You ready to feed some ducks?
Ooh, yeah.
Oh yeah. This has been.
He's
Cast
got
Extra.
We might have gotten into some. We don't know. Hard to say. Hard to say.
No, Rhett. It's not edibles. It's Zoa. It's the best of the best. Oh, we're supposed to end the show now, aren't we?
End the show, man.
All right. I'll just
Just
end the
kill
show.
it. It's dead.
Fine. It's dead. Outro.